Balthazar, a 20-year-old college student, is flying home for the first time to celebrate the new year with his family. As soon as he boards, he finds a bratty kid in his seat. He's about to get angry when a flight attendant arrives. Instead of moving the child, she takes him straight to first class. At the same time, Alice, a CEO, is being harassed by a bald man. She quickly pulls Balthazar to sit next to her. The man stops bothering her. During the flight, Alice focuses on her work, while Balthazar fiddles with the seat controls, trying to get her attention. Alice, serious and strict, has no idea this boy will completely change her life. Suddenly, the plane hits turbulence. The cabin shakes violently. Passengers panic, including the flight attendants. The shaking worsens and the plane plunges into darkness. Alice instinctively grabs Balthazar's hand. He doesn't pull away, but he's nervous. He struggles to breathe and cannot speak. Eventually, the plane lands safely. As Alice packs her things, Balthazar finally asks her name. He watches her walk away, feeling a deep sense of loss. She is strong and capable. He is just an ordinary office worker. Balthazar notices a USB drive Alice left behind. He unbuckles his seatbelt and runs after her, but she's already gone in her friend's car. The next day, Alice walks confidently into her company. Her presence earns admiration. Behind her back, colleagues whisper and mock her, calling her an old woman who doesn't understand romance. Alice ignores them and focuses on her goal, becoming the next editor-in-chief. Unexpectedly, the boss gives the position to her colleague. Alice is shocked. She feels she is the most qualified. The boss explains that while her colleague's skills aren't as strong, her cheerful personality, teamwork, and creativity benefit the company's future. Alice, always serious, lacks that energy. She doesn't argue. She silently accepts the decision and focuses on work to distract herself. When Alice checks her computer, the USB drive is missing. A note says someone tried to deliver it while she was busy. She calls the number immediately. Balthazar, celebrating with friends at a bar, gives her the address excitedly. Without hesitation, Alice heads there. It's her first time in such a noisy place. Her only goal is to get the USB drive and return to work. The USB drive isn't with Balthazar, so Alice follows him home. Outside the bar, she sees an old pink electric scooter. She never imagined riding such a strange vehicle with him. Seeing his serious expression, she quietly accepts. When she puts on her helmet, Balthazar awkwardly helps her. A colleague snaps a photo at that moment. It looks like Alice and Balthazar are kissing, and the image spreads as sensational news. Alice has met Balthazar only once, yet she trusts him completely. She goes home with him and retrieves the USB drive. She doesn't linger. He asks if they could meet for coffee. She says she's too busy and it's not her style. Her rejection stings him deeply, not knowing that soon Alice will actively pursue him. That day, Alice enters the office confidently. Colleagues whisper and glance at her strangely. A friend gives her a photo that shocks her. She immediately goes to the boss, trying to explain she hasn't done anything wrong. The boss tells her he likes her playful, rebellious side. He says that side of her personality is exactly what she needs to get promoted. Alice freezes. Her past experience with a cheating ex made her lose faith in love. After her divorce, she became a 38-year-old single mother. Her life is focused on her daughter and work. Romance never crossed her mind. A friend advises her to start a new relationship, to find a partner, give her daughter a complete family, and even advance faster at work. Back home, Alice turns up the music and enjoys a drink she hasn't had in years. She opens her long-closed wardrobe. In that moment, she makes a bold decision. She drops her tough executive persona and dresses attractively. She goes to Balthazar's college. When she appears, everyone is excited. Balthazar never expected Alice to come for him. Being close makes him nervous. Her beauty leaves a lasting impression. As they part, Alice suddenly invites Balthazar to dinner. He agrees without hesitation. That evening, Balthazar notices a display using the latest projection technology. His curiosity sparks. He immerses himself in it. Alice joins him, playful. Their colleagues are surprised by her change. Soon, they go to the rooftop. A gentle breeze blows. Balthazar shares many new ideas about design. Alice can't help but smile. A hint of admiration shines in her eyes. From that point, their interactions become more ordinary. Alice grows used to riding the pink scooter. One rainy night, Alice receives a call from her sister. Balthazar steps back to give her space, but he can't stop thinking about shielding her from the rain. He doesn't know Alice's sister is arranging a blind date for Alice. The sister says the match is successful in his career and doesn't mind that Alice has a daughter. She urges her to return quickly. Alice has no choice but to lie, saying her daughter is sick and she must go home immediately. Balthazar hurries into the street to hail a taxi. His expression no longer looked like a naive boy's expression. It shows the responsibility of a mature man. Alice smiled with satisfaction. Back home, Alice meets the blind date. He's charming and accomplished, an ideal husband. Yet her mind keeps returning to Balthazar. She cannot focus. Her thoughts are confused. The date fails. Alice doesn't mind because her feelings for Balthazar are growing. They go to a fashion show attended by top industry leaders. Alice keeps warning Balthazar not to misbehave, but when a model falls and no one helps, his kind heart takes over. He rushes onto the stage. The model is fine and leaves embarrassed. Balthazar stands awkwardly in the spotlight. Surprisingly, the industry leaders are impressed, not angry. After the show, Balthazar drives Alice home. The dark night deepens their connection. Neither wants the evening to end. They decide to continue at a dance. They don't drink, but the closeness of their dancing pulls them together. Later, he drives her home again. He gathers courage to take her hand. Alice hesitates, unsure because of their 20-year age gap. Balthazar smiles faintly and says goodnight, but watching her leave fills him with disappointment. He tries again. Ringing the doorbell, he learns her daughter is out. Boldly, he kisses her. She doesn't resist. Perhaps she's been waiting for this too. They confirm their feelings. The next morning, Alice urges him to leave before her sister and daughter return. Balthazar dresses quickly. At the door, she follows him and gives a sweet kiss, delighting him. Later, Alice sees a sign in a tree and arrows on the ground. Curious, she follows them. She finds a tape recorder under a chair. Putting on the headphones, she hears Balthazar inviting her on a date. Excited, she rides the pink scooter again. They ride through the streets, smiling, full of life. Alice feels joy again, which inspires her creativity at work. Her colleagues notice her transformation, confident she will achieve more. But life has its twists. On one date, Balthazar confesses his feelings. Alice feels happy until her daughter calls. Reality hits. She worries about the future. When she's 40, he'll be 21. When she's 50, he'll be 31. She admits it's probably not a good idea to continue. Balthazar is stunned. He's never thought about these practical issues and can't answer. Alice leaves, resigned, thinking they may never meet again. Balthazar falls into despair. He avoids the outside world and loses all enthusiasm. Alice struggles too. At work, she hits a creative block. A major client comes to choose photo styles but finds nothing satisfactory. Her boss notices Balthazar's picture on her computer wallpaper and insists on hiring him for the campaign. Alice tries to refuse, but her boss threatens dismissal. She has no choice. She must ask Balthazar for help. They reunite, but the warmth is gone. Awkwardness fills the space between them. Balthazar agrees to the shoot, hoping to win her heart back. During a conversation with Alice's friend, he learns a shocking secret. Everything Alice did before was to advance her career. Devastated, he doesn't confront her. At the photo shoot, the photographer's demands push him over the edge. He feels humiliated and refuses to continue. Alice rushes to him, but he's consumed by anger. Finally, he snaps. Sarcastically, he mocks her, pretending to award her a prize. His harsh words reveal the truth. Alice is forcing herself to be someone she's not, all for her career. The moment is bitter and humiliating. Balthazar suddenly notices her boss watching coldly. He freezes, like a child caught in a mistake. Even then, his thoughts are on Alice. When he leaves, disappointment on his face, guilt rises inside her. After this, Alice loses her job and her sense of self. Only at this low point does she truly listen to her heart. She watches others ride the familiar pink scooter while she has none. The old sign hangs on the tree, but the arrows are gone. She feels lost. Alice takes out the recorder. Hearing Balthazar's voice brings a sense of safety she's never felt. She realizes she has fallen deeply in love with the man 20 years younger. She decides she won't let reality or rules suppress her feelings. She goes to Balthazar's college and rushes into his lecture hall. Mistaken for a substitute teacher, she's asked to teach the lecture. All eyes are on her. She freezes. When she sees Balthazar's gaze, she makes a choice. Speaking into the microphone, she admits she was wrong. She confesses she thinks about him constantly. She makes it clear he is the one she truly cares about. Stepping forward, she kisses him firmly. She abandons age and judgment. She embraces the love she truly believes in. Life is unpredictable, but in a crowded world, love will find its way. When it burns in your heart, you must pursue happiness without hesitation.